yourself high five.
What is up, everyone? My name is Luna, as if you already do not know, and I am joined here by one of the coolest people I know. This guy, he takes me to movies, and I'm not even his girlfriend, and he pays for me. He gets me a medium large drink, which is very nutritious. Sody pop is always
Sody
good.
pop's a drink of the gods.
Yeah, so he does this out of his own kindness of the heart. I could pay for myself, but it's gonna be a big, huge hassle because I don't know how to transfer money into my actual currency instead of internet money. But anyway, I'm joined here with the wonderful Momo, most voided to kill his family.
Man, up to the end, I was flattered. I was flattered beyond reason. I'm not used to this. Alex has not slept at all, so that's why he's so nice to me right now.
Yeah, I haven't slept. It's like 10 a.m. and I've been up for 24 hours. I haven't slept. I've been playing video games. It's ridiculous.
So I guess he's secretly nice under his rough exterior.
Yeah, so everyone should be warned that after I wake up, I'm gonna be cranky like I always am, unless you're that person talking to me in my little inbox things, in which you're adorable and I like you. But anyway, keep on going with this whole thing, bro. Keep talking about me. I like this, even though I was talking about you.
I don't know. I was gonna say you're like hard chocolate. It's hard, but it's still chocolate, and then inside of it's some gooey center, so it's all frosty.
My center is filled with nuts. I don't know. I'm full of nuts. I just bust them in your mouth when you bite into
Okay,
me.
he's back.
So going off what the intro is, recently we went to go see the Man of Steel movie, the new, pretty much, what's it called when they bring back a movie?
Remake, reboot?
Reboot of the series, of the Superman series. We had that Superman movie like in 2006 to 2007, which I remember. That one, everyone was freaking out because he got a fucking bullet to the eye and nothing happened. He's like,
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the most memorable part of the movie. Oh no, yeah, the guy from Harold and Kumar got fucking squished. Yeah, we are actually going to be talking about that, but near the end of the movie. So those of you who don't want spoilers, we're going to pretty much spoil it up. I'll put something in the video. I'll pause the video. And that's going to be our last segment. We'll tell you before we talk to it. So if you fucking miss it, I swear to God, I better not see any complaining in the comments. But I haven't seen anything in the comment section at all, so it's whatever. But as always, you could download this if you want. Obviously, give us questions, opinions, topics, kind of things you guys want us to talk about. Questions for me and Momo, whatever, just to help us along and to be a part of this show somehow. Everyone's a part of Under the Moon. I like you. You guys are my little Jimmies. So let's get this going on.
That's what you call them, Jimmies?
You guys are liking, you guys are downloading, you guys are being good. Like the podcast, share it on your Facebook, do everything. Just get this thing out there for me. I know I'm being a little whore halfway into it, but alright. As I said, this is going to be a movie-themed podcast, so we're just going to get right into it. So, bro, do you have anything you want to add before we get right into it?
Give me criticism about the drawings or anything like that, or in the thumbnail that I just made. I don't know, if you want to see something else. Like, I don't know, I totally made it. And I'm gotta make it clickable, and I hope it was. But if I'll take any criticism and stuff like that, and opinions totally, and I'll take them. But I'll still do what I want. No, but I just really want to know what you guys think about it.
Just to talk about it, have you gone to theaters a lot? Is this a more recent thing? Because recently, I've been going to the theaters a lot because of you. We've been going to go see superhero movies all the time. It's like...
Yeah, well, superhero movies are coming a lot, so I'm like, hell yeah. And there's a lot of movies that I do want to watch, but sometimes I'm like, I'll just wait for it when it comes on DVD.
Yeah, so you can legally download it, you fuck. What? Illegally download it? Huh? Anyway.
My word. Moi? Never.
Me? Yes, recently we've been going to the movies a lot more than I have, a lot more than I have ever gone to within my adult life of being 18 plus. I've never really gone to the movies. Never really had anyone go to the movies. I've gone to the movies probably somewhere around 8th grade, 7th grade year with the Three Amigos, which was me, that one guy and the other guy, who we are not friends anymore, they just disappeared on me when I went to high school. So, fuck them, but I got cool with the other guy. He's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. He's in the army. He's a good guy, And I remember going to go see Night at the Museum when it came out. So this dates right with that, and that came out a long time ago, like 2008, 2007, right?
Right.
Wait, did we start? When did we start high school?
Okay, 4 years ago was 12th grade, right? I mean, 3 years ago was 12th grade, so it's like...
So it was like...
So I had 4 more years to that, 7 or 6 years?
We're class of 2012,
yeah,
right?
2011.
Oh, we're class of 2011? Holy shit. So, 2007 we got into high school, and I think it was probably, sometime before that. So Night in the Museum obviously came out before that. And I remember going, and, we were sitting with our buddies, watching the movie, and there was this couple sitting in front of us. They were making out. It was gross. And there was these douchebag kids behind us who was throwing nacho chips at us, and we were eating them, not knowing what they were doing. We're like, oh, they're throwing food at us. He's like, they want to feed us. Like, we're so ignorantly stupid back then. I don't know. It was weird. But I don't like movies. People are fucking stupid. I think, what movie was it? I don't recall what fucking movie. I think it was Iron Man 3. We had the shittiest fucking people behind us. A row full of fucking kids munching and farting and pissing.
I really didn't even notice them. I was too into the movie. I was like, oh.
Dude, I fucking heard the kid to the left of me just crinkle his bag of fucking candy. I was like, you little fuck, give me your candy. Like, I don't know, it just pissed me off. It was moving my movie experience, and also I had to go to the bathroom, so I was kind of aware of everything around me.
No, I'm not gonna spoil anything from the movie, but when we went to see Superman, apparently some kid behind us was kicking the chair in front of the guy next to me, and he just turned around. Are you gonna be doing that throughout the whole movie? Can I enjoy this movie? I'm like, holy cow.
He did?
I was like, oh my...
Yeah, I remember that guy getting up. I thought it was because the kids were talking.
No, it's because he was kicking the chair or something like that. I heard the little girl explaining to her mom, like, in Spanish, like, oh, something. I'm like, man, this guy is like... I was like, I understand, but I was like, damn.
I think he was a big motherfucker, too. So he's like, he was an OG fan of Superman. You could tell because he was old, and he was really into the movie. He, sat up, with his his hands underneath his chin and his elbows on his knees, like, oh boy, can't we see what Superman does now? It was ridiculous. This guy, he was my hero. He's the hero of the week. We'll call him Spencer. Spencer, the Superman fan. Or that's Stuart. Stuart seems like an age appropriate name. I call him Stu for short because we're friends. But it's
Stu.
I remember that. And I remember they were talking some devil language. I just remember that. What do you call it? Spanish or something?
What a butt.
So, since we're on the topic of movies, man. So, I know this is a hard one. I know this makes your sphincter tight. But what is your all-time favorite movie?
I was thinking about it and I can't think of it. All I know is I really like Pixar and Disney movies.
I like how you chose over 100 fucking movies for this. Because Disney's made over 100 movies, and it's ridiculous. You need to pick one.
I don't know how.
You need to, it's one that you would watch. How about that? If you're forced to choose one of those movies to watch your whole life, what would it be?
I don't know. I recently been watching some of them, and I've seen a couple of them already, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. But I don't know. I remember even since I was little and up till now, I've been watching The Lion King constantly. Even if it's on TV and I miss half the part, I still sit down and just finish it.
Lion King is depressing. I don't know why you're watching Lion King. I believe Lion King is Hamlet or something like that. I don't know. Othello? Not even Othello. Is it Othello? No, Othello is a black guy killing someone. What? What's going on?
I don't know. You just drove off, but I don't know. I like it because it's a Hakuna Matata, which is amazing, and they made the insects look delicious. So that's why I think I like gummy worms so much. I don't know.
No.
And I don't know. I just like the whole concept of it. It's all singing and dancing, so colorful, and I don't know. It's a bunch of animals.
I like how you're pointing out all the happy points in this movie when the movie's actually really depressing.
Okay, and the sad parts actually get to me. I remember being sad even when I was little, when Mufasa died, and I was like, Boo, hang on. Yeah, when Mufasa died, and I thought Scar was like the biggest jerk in the world, but I also thought he was cool because he had like a black mane and whatever, and a huge scar, which I thought was badass. And then he was like, "Oh, like I'm surrounded by idiots," which is quoted a lot. I'm like, huh, yeah. And then I like the hyenas just because they were like silly as hell. And
The hyenas were
they were
disgusting.
psycho
They
looking.
eat
They're like,
dead
I'm like, whoa.
One of them was Whoopi Goldberg, and one of them was a big black lady. Why do you keep bringing this back to race? You fucking racist.
You're racist to the core, bro.
I don't even know what's going on. Just because I like to yell the N words at black people doesn't mean anything. Oh wait, they're not people. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
Anyway.
You're going too far. You're going too far now. I'm gonna have to stop.
Continuing on what we were going. Now, shut the fuck up and let me talk. God damn it. So, as you're saying, that movie touched you, and, well, I guess touched you emotionally in a way. Has there been movies like that touched you so emotionally that made you cry?
I got worked up, but I never actually just like, balled up or something like that. I actually, when I was very little and I watched King Kong and the monkey died.
King Kong?
Yeah.
Which one?
The old one.
Oh, the old one. Yeah, that's that's a trip.
And he died. I remember I just like stood up and then got on my knees like I'm about to pray and something like that, and just buried my face into the couch because I was crying. I was like, he died.
You made it so dramatic.
No.
Oh my god, your kids are gonna be like that. You mean like they dropped something? Like, no!
It was Senmu because the monkey died.
They're like stare at their hand and continuously look into the air and look at their hand shaking it. Like, why? Why? It's like, God, just tie your shoes. Stop. Why are you crying over your shoes? Stop yelling why. It's early in the morning.
I'm gonna love my kids if they're like that, all creative and stuff, and just dramatic. I'm like, you're silly. I just laugh at them constantly.
Why is he holding it up like it's a world medal? Now, speaking of crying, now we're DVDing for movies. Now, as most of you guys know, I am a wrestling WWE fan, and recently, Sunday and Monday, wrestling has brought me to tears. I've actually cried, having tears being streamed down my face. One of them was a retirement, and he fucking faked the retirement at the end. He was like, "That's what I do." I was like, God damn it. He was crying during it too. It was probably one of the best things. And the other one was watching my favorite guy be totally destroyed with his first title shot ever. And I was like, I just fucking started crying. I was like, this is bullshit! Bullshit! Because he had a fucking concussion. He had a real life concussion where he couldn't travel. He couldn't be the champion that he became after so long being fucking worked over and getting his ass kicked. And then he fucking gets a concussion, comes back finally after months, and then he fucking they just bury him. They fucking bury him. They take a shovel, dig a grave for him, and fucking bury him. And they're fucking doing the make-believe fucking pisses me off. I don't know, I cried. I cried. It was really heartfelt. But movies that really, it's kind of weird. It's like in stupid movies. There's like specific parts in movies that always get me worked up. Now we're moving on back to the movie thing. But, like, I guess there's always like the father-son moments in movies that always got me worked up. Because it's weird. Because I was never really close with my dad. But seeing moments like that make me like, wow, I kind of want a dad. I kind of want to experience what it's like. Like in movies like, I don't know if you remember the Adam Sandler movie Click, where at the end where he dies and like the rain's like filling up in his eyes and he's dying and he's trying to reach his son and it's raining and it's emotional and he's like, Dad, why are you doing it? Like that shit made me cry. I remember that stuff made me cry. Forrest, and when was it Jenny not accepting Forrest's love? That made me cry. And Forrest and Gump.
I remember watching Forrest Gump. No.
Forrest Gump. It's not a sad movie, but that movie made me cry. What else made me cry? Oh, fucking Les Miserables, which is that singing movie. At the end, when the guy passed away, he living a good life. He raised a girl who was pretty much going to be sentenced to death with the family that she was given that just used her and used the money that her mother fucking was working so hard, selling her body for when she lost her job, all the way up until her death, giving every single penny she makes to her daughter. And the people who were taking care of her were taking that money that was meant for her daughter and using it on their own daughter. And the daughter was wearing pretty dresses, and the other girl was wearing rags and all this fucking shit. And she grew up into this beautiful girl, met someone who could take care of her, and it's such fucking sad. And Hugh Jackman just sitting in a chair, and he just passes away in the church. I'm like, oh my god, this is tearful.
Totally never seen that movie, but
you should fucking watch it. It's ridiculous. It's a musical, but it's definitely good to watch. I'm not really good on the musicals, but they sing through everything. But it's superb. Russell Crowe's in it, so that's pretty damn cool. Russell Crowe was Superman's dad, by the way, if you didn't know. So that's a little weird. So that's like the emotional moments within it. But going back to the all-time favorite movie for me, since I kind of alluded from it, since I moved on to the emotional stuff, one of my all-time favorite movies probably has to be Office Space, just because of the kind of message. The dude, he's working a dead-end job. He's not going to get anywhere. There's a fucking glass ceiling when there's not supposed to be. He hates his life. He hates everything he's doing. He hates writing TPS boards. He hates fucking Lumberg. He hates his life in general. He gets hypnotized and pretty much lives his life how he wants to live it, and pretty much doing nothing. He's happy, content doing nothing, which is something we all want. Just living life, doing nothing.
I don't know. I like doing stuff, but I understand the whole work concept of work being work, and it's annoying. So do what you love, which is not even work anymore.
Now, since we've been talking all this movie gibberish, now, what is the, let's say you see it on TV, or if, you catch it in your, see it on your TV. Anytime, whatever part the movie is in, if it's, halfway through the movie, a quarter way, 3/4 of the way.
Well, I don't know, movie? Every time, like I said, it was, The Lion King. I don't care if I miss most of it, I'll still watch it till the end. But, I don't know, I have this thing where I see a movie and I know I liked it, so I'm just oh, I know what happened, and I'm just gonna watch this part right here, and then probably finish it, or sometimes. But that used to happen a lot when I didn't have the internet. But, I just walk by, see the movie, oh, man, this movie's on? Okay. But, yeah, I do that with a lot of movies, but like I said, the main one is Lion King, or Lilo and Stitch, or Emperor's New Groove. Or El Dorado. So
pretty much what I was trying to ask before Momo interrupted me is, if you were to watch a movie, what movie? If you were to watch any movie that was on the TV, no matter what point of the movie it is, you could sit down and watch it all the way until the end. What movie would that be? And obviously, you said Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, and Emperor's New Groove. You said?
And El Dorado. Yeah.
All right. So my most rewatchable movie obviously have to be Office Space. They seem to be playing that a lot now. Shaun of the Dead. I could definitely watch Shaun of the Dead any time of day, anywhere through the movie. That movie is superb. I don't know what's with Shaun of the Dead, but I just love a good zombie flick, and that is actually a pretty good zombie flick. Surprisingly. Zombies and comedy mix well together. It doesn't always have to be horror. Well, when there was some horror aspects, it did get kind of real at the end, where he's like, alright, bro, I'll sacrifice myself for you and your girlfriend, and then in turn he ends up having a zombie best bro in the shed playing video games with them, which I thought was pretty cool. I was like, hey, you keep them around, and it's kind of weird because in this movie they kind of assimilate the zombies within their own personal lives. They still attack people, but they're still able to do specific tasks.
Mow the lawn and they hold, shows with them.
Yeah, those are definitely... Oh, and,
Dude, yesterday, I went to the bank, right? And my brothers came along with me this time. And that's, the first time they ever came. And then the lady asked me, oh, you're an older brother? I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you like being an older brother? And I'm like, yeah. It gives me power. And they started laughing. And then I'm like, I have sort of this god complex. And they're like, oh my god, I didn't know that about you. I'm like, well, it's not really a complex since I'm perfect.
I love that.
I just kept going.
You're playing into it even more.
Then I stopped right there. I'm going too far with it. They go, just make sure to set a good example. I'm like, always.
I am the example. The movie that I would watch is Shawshank Redemption. I love that. I spent one night watching it, and I realized how amazing that movie is. It's a movie with Morgan Freeman, where he's the old black man in prison. He's been an old black man for like 40 years already. I don't know. It's weird. He was born in the 30s, so it's whatever. Going off at most rewatchable movies, now we're going on to something else within the whole movie thing. What's your favorite movie genre in general? I know a lot of people can't really pick a specific genre, but I guess there's always a genre we kind of prefer more than others. So I guess you kind of.
I always love comedy. I just like laughing.
Yeah, that's the same for me. I love comedy. Everyone likes comedy. Usually comedy movies are the most saddest at most points. They actually do the well at making things serious or sad. Like Jeff Who Stays at Home. I don't know if you watched that movie.
No, not yet. I still have to watch that.
That movie got real at the end, but it was decently funny. But people say that actors who are comedian actors always do the best when they have to be serious actors, which I believe that. Which is Jim Carrey and a couple of his roles. He was really good at that, where he was able to take that hilarious kind of person who he was and turn it into this twisted weird fuck.
Except in Ace Ventura, that was like all funny throughout the whole thing. There was no like real serious moment of it.
No, I'm talking like number 23.
Oh, that was just weird.
Something
that
like
was just
that.
Weird.
That fucking movie was weird. I don't know. I watched it. I watched it on TV. I watched it on FX. I know. going on with that. So, you have anything else to add on this movie thing? Any questions to ask on it? Any stories about movies or anything along?
Yeah, like if I was an actor and like I died like a horrific death, like say let's not say horrific. Just say it's Saw. Oh no. Yeah, make it Saw, and I was the father in the movie and stuff like that. Since you said that makes you cry, would you cry or laugh? Because you know it's me, and you know it's not real, and you're just seeing me tear up or something like that in a movie all dramatically. Would you cry or just laugh about it?
You're in the process of dying right now, right?
But I'm drawing dramatically, and I'm just like tearing up, and it's like the whole shebang or something like that. Yeah.
Not watch that movie because I fucking hate the Saw movies with a passion. I think they're the worst movies.
I know.
Ever.
I changed it from the Saw though. I put the whole dad scene dramatic thing right now.
Well, I would go into your room and was like, bro, you're crying like a bitch to me.
But during it, what would you do?
I don't know what I would do. I would like look at it and be like, I never knew this guy was such a good actor. Hold on. Yeah.
Take out the garbage! God damn it! God damn it! Some bitch!
Alright, this is the part where we talk about Superman. What is it? It's not the name Superman's not even fucking on it, but the Man of Steel movie. We're going to be talking about the Man of Steel movie. We're probably going to spoil it heavily. I have a couple stuff I want to talk about. I got to talk about, anything Man of Steel. Pretty much. If you haven't seen the movie, or you're not planning on seeing the movie,
you're done. This podcast is done for you.
Yeah. You're done. The podcast is done. If you want to hear the ending song, go ahead. But I know the ending song is pretty kick-ass. I fucking love it. Do you love it?
I'm neutral.
You need to go suck a huge fucking dick.
Stop talking to yourself and start this podcast.
But yes. Warning you again. If you want to see Man of Steel, if you're planning on seeing it anytime soon, whether it be a DVD release or anything along those lines, do not watch this video, please.
Abort! Leave!
Get out of here right now!
And we
Abort!
begin.
So until next time, guys, my name is Luna. As always, stay frosty.
Momo, press up.